Hey guys, I'm also going to give you a little bit of a tutorial on the cleaning house strategies. I think a lot of people have some difficulty, wanting to sit still for any length of time and actually read documents. Sometimes I'm like that. Sometimes I just want to see a video, or I just don't have time to really be bothered with a lot of things. So we have so much stuff going on. But let me see if I can make some sense of this for you real quickly. Okay, now when we look at the 20 Ways to Lose Fat Fast worksheet, a lot of times people get really challenged when they see this list and they really don't know how to make sense of it. So I'm going to try to clarify this really quickly for you. Typically, we don't necessarily have to eat anything in breakfast that is typically identified as breakfast food. I mean, if you want to have a salad for breakfast, be my guest. It's not a matter of what we've historically eaten at a certain time of the day for a particular meal. So once we learn to just eat what it is we need to meet our goals and our body's energy requirements, we're going to be fine. But we want to eliminate all the man-made food. That's our first goal. And the man-made products out there are so full of high fructose corn syrup, gluten, just too much sugar, too much fat, too much this, that, and the other thing. So we want to go with the whole foods. Now, listening to audios will help you understand that quickly, but if it didn't have eyes and a heartbeat at one point, that's a good sign. If it's wrapped in plastic, sits on a shelf, doesn't spoil, that's also a really good sign. I go into depth more in the videos or the audios with you, but for the quick start, people typically lose their mind if they're forced to eat a particular way, and I'm not really going to encourage you to do this that way. I do make suggestions here with just items on this list, and you don't eat them in any particular order, but some of you may or may not like oatmeal. Right now, I've stopped eating oatmeal myself, and I pretty much have a couple of hard-boiled eggs and 2 tablespoons of peanut butter or cashew butter, walnut butter or almond butter, and that's it. And then, I let it digest. Some mornings right now, I don't eat breakfast at all, which is a big switch for me. If my meal the day before or the day before was a cheat day, I'm so full of carbohydrates, I'll skip breakfast and go right into what's referred to as fasted cardio. So if you are in a position where you need to lose lots of weight, you might decide to just have no breakfast, go do cardio, then after the cardio, eat your breakfast, or your first meal of the day, which could be what I just mentioned, or it could be a protein shake with some strawberries or fresh fruit in it to help it digest quickly, and then spacing your meals out. One of the things that I'm starting to do now, and we'll talk about this briefly, is intermittent fasting, where I may stretch. If you look at item number 1 here, eat every 2 to 3 hours. I've loosened up on this quite a bit, and I've actually opened this gap up to 4 or 5 hours, depending upon how many items you eat in one meal or calories. So let's take a look at that element, and then also understanding that these don't need to fall in any one particular order. But these are really tried and true methods. Having the 2 salads or 2 to 4 cups of vegetables per day in a salad, really good rule of thumb. You can get a lot of your fiber in, which helps you to stay full longer. When you add the oil dressings to the salads, it really helps you to feel very, very full a lot longer. Any kind of seafood, any kind of chicken or meat item, 4 to 6 ounces is very easy to do. General rule of thumb, if you just open up the palm of your hand from the base of your fingers, the inside of the hand there, the palm, that's about the serving size and about the thickness of the hand as far as that protein source. When we look at meal replacement shakes, like I said, you can have a variety. Just look for a product that's about 2 to 3 grams of sugar or less in it. That's a really good, helpful tool. We will talk about that also a little bit more. Tons of water. Let's get yourself up to about a half a gallon to a gallon minimum per day. Ladies, half a gallon. Fellas, about a gallon. And definitely get your omega-3s in there. Check the supplement list on M2 Fitness Pros VIP for that element.